being black or being a minority in America is you have to work twice as hard for half the recognition or
That's
whatever the
real.
phrase might be. And I think about guys like Mahomes who are very demonstrative, right? He is cocky. He has
Truth.
the mohawk haircut. He's doing commercials, and that's all okay because he's won 3 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
But then I think about him compared to Cam Newton, who didn't quite get there, or Colin Kaepernick, who had his signature flex where he's kissing
Right.
his bicep, where it's like these guys are all pro, MVP, Pro Bowl level quarterbacks, but they're not allowed to express themselves in the same way as Mahomes because they're not winning 3 Super Bowls or in the GOAT conversation. I mean,
Right.
what do you think of that theory or that idea when it comes, especially to Shador, who had great individual success at Colorado, but his win loss record is always brought up as a
Right.
negative.
Right. Right. Well, I think well, a couple of things. Like one, I was of the stance that whatever Shador, Travis, and Coach Dion were able to accomplish at Colorado was absolutely playing with house money because the program had been so awful before. If they had 3 win seasons, it would have been an accomplishment. So we need to just qualify everything from that juncture. But I think also winning does cure a lot of things. I think people are far more accepting of personalities if you're winning. I think the personality that's loud but you're losing is annoying, right? I think that's just
Yeah,
universally true.
100%.
But I also think just with the examples that you brought up of Mahomes, Kaepernick, and Cam Newton, Cam Newton is not Eurocentric. Like he is just eccentric in general and just very, very, the way he like writes captions on Instagram, the way he dresses, like the whole way he carries and stuff, it is very different for just anybody, right? And then Kaepernick, of course, with all of the work that he was doing in activism, and we've seen how he was effectively like blackballed out of the NFL. I think Mahomes, even with the bravado, and I know he recently cut off the mohawk, and I'll tie that back in to my statement. I think Mahomes moves from a very Eurocentric way of viewing himself culturally. I don't think that he moves with a sense of like my culture is grounded in an African American experience.